It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in cinema, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim, as he seems to have cooled down after his little meltdown a couple of weeks ago. Are you okay, Jim? Are you ready to be a professional, or do you think you might have another tantrum?
Hey, man. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I think he's on drugs.
I was like, had a trip, man. I went all the way to Alaska, found myself in the mountains,
Did some drugs.
did a bunch of weed with the Alaskans. I'm pretty chill now. There's nothing that could fill my rage today.
All right.
Nothing.
Let's see about that. I would imagine that maybe some of these movies that we had to watch fueled some rage, but I guess we'll find out.
Oh, maybe, dude.
And also, as you heard, the Merman's back this week.
I am.
How was work for the Calgary Stampede? Did they make you wear a cowboy hat?
No, not allowed to.
Really?
No cowboy hat, no jeans.
But you had to wear a hat.
Nope.
How could you not wear a hat? It was 900 degrees on the grounds because there was like 1 million people packed into a 20-foot square foot area.
I was a professional, Bryce.
Wait.
I wasn't allowed to have
Wait
fun.
a second. Were you at the Stampede and you weren't wearing a hat on your pee-pee? Because then you probably got somebody pregnant.
Or you caught something.
Yeah.
Me.
Or both.
Too soon to tell.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, and share. Give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or support us and join the Film Rage community, man, by joining a membership at buymeacoffee.com/Film Rage YYC. If you can't commit to a membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible film. But I'm probably sure it'll be okay with me. And you know what? We'll watch it. If it played anywhere in the world. Now let's get to raging, man. But first, here's a word from our sponsor. Dudes.
Drugs are good. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Bryce, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to my favorite cinema, Canyonmeadowscinema, to see the best second-run movies at the best price.
What? How inexpensive are they?
Regular price is $5, $5.
Regular price is $5. Makes me hope they also serve pizza.
They do, plus a lot of other great food choices. Plus, I'm planning my office Christmas party there. They can host a plethora of options for any get-together. Gaming, movie, drag show.
Drag show? Now I know where I'm planning my next party.
Hey, maybe you think there's a Liam Neeson or a superhero movie planned?
I hope not. But maybe there'll be a great independent documentary.
Sure. Call CMC at 403-670-5444 to book a special event or go online at canyonmeadowscinema.ca.
It's got my groove back, man. So groovy. Are you feeling as groovy as me, man? Man, this is trippy. All this cool music. Listen to this with your headphones cranked. It's like going back and forth in my ears and stuff.
Wow, you're really mellow this week.
It's so mellow. Can we light some incense?
No. But we can talk about a movie that we saw last week. A movie by the name of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Part 1.
Bum bum bum.
This latest entry in the never-ending MI series of films is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who apparently loves Dutch angles and 360-degree arc shots that circle the action. He definitely summons his inner Michael Bay when he makes a movie, because he pretty much does it every time. When we are not getting nauseated by camera movements that are completely unnecessary, we are getting slanted Dutch angles every time the action slows down. But let's start with the positive. Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg were both mildly entertaining. And Rhames actually had a few scenes where he came off as genuine.
Agreed, man.
Okay, there's the good. The bad is everything else. Here is the entire movie. The entire movie in a couple of minutes, so you don't have to endure the 2 hours and 43 minutes of eye-rolling ridiculousness. There is a bit of AI that I guess is threatening the world, and everyone wants it because... not really sure. Maybe they will reveal that in part 2, but it is clear that it's very powerful and the planet may be in jeopardy.
It's totally in jeopardy, dude.
Then we get Tom Cruise running as fast as he can in Abu Dhabi. Then we get a Dutch angle and rapid fire cuts and more Dutch angles and more rapid fire cuts, followed by a 360 arc shot and then a 360 arc shot going the other way. Then Tom Cruise runs some more, then some rapid fire cuts, then more Tom Cruise running in Rome, and then Tom Cruise jumps off something high, and then he does it again, and then there's a car chase that could never happen, where the conclusion of said chase, Tom Cruise is handcuffed to the steering wheel and he just rips it off with no tools in about 5 seconds to avoid the oncoming train. I know Tom Cruise is in pretty good shape, but I highly doubt he can rip off a steering wheel out of a car. I mean, come on! And then Tom Cruise runs fast as he can with a succession of rapid fire cuts in Venice. And then we get a series of Dutch angles in rapid fire succession. And then we get a 360 arc shot of something. And then Tom Cruise jumps off another high thing in Norway, where he smashes through the window of a speeding train and survives. And then he runs fast. And then the movie comes to an unsatisfying cliffhanger ending that leaves me no interest in seeing part 2. That is the movie. And you are welcome, as you don't have to watch this piece of crap now. So yeah, basically I hated this movie. It was a total Dutch angled rage.
You know what I like about the Dutch?
Uh-huh.
I like pancakes. I like fingers and dikes. And I especially like angles.
Dutch angles. A Dutch angle can be very effective.
It's good.
They also have a lot of drugs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got a lot of weed.
But a Dutch angle is very ineffective if every time the action slows down,
What?
we're at an angle. We're at an angle. We're at an angle. Nobody's standing straight. They're all all tilted.
I loved it. It was a lot of angles.
Yeah, it was awful.
Well, here's what I thought about Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to watch part 2.
Unlike most sequels of franchises that have diminishing returns, the MI franchise just seems to get better with each one. And in contrast to what Bryce might say, that the only movie star alive today
is The Rock.
I will say, okay, maybe movie star is The Rock, but there is only one, and I'm putting this in major quotes here, action star, and that is Tom Cruise. Oh, wait, maybe Jackie Chan. Oh, yeah, he's not a star. So, yes, I'm correct. Because he does his own stunts, all done by him personally. So he and he alone is an action star.
And who cares?
This segment in the franchise has so much going on and moves at a pace that is full throttle. See what I did there, Mur?
I see it.
From start to finish, where it also does not completely spell out everything for you. As we've already heard from Bryce, he was already confused. And builds a spy thriller that is suspenseful, exciting, and full of twists and turns. Yes, there is some typical action tropes, as Bryce has already alluded to, and of course, CGI that you can't escape from. I mean, it's an action movie in the year 2023. But in this release of the franchise, it also does not take itself too seriously. This has, by far, the most believable and hilarious car chase from any movie that I have ever seen in my entire life, where it doesn't make everyone in the film a stunt car driver and allows bad drivers to still stay bad drivers, and even shows our action star, Tom Cruise, is fallible. Plus, I don't know if it is because our action star, Tom Cruise, is a senior citizen, but the speed of the car chases and the action is at a pace that is not overly blurry and very, very understandable. You can actually see what is happening all the time. And did I mention that the car chase scene was hilarious
No, it
because
wasn't.
it was the funniest and best car chase scene I've seen in my entire life.
Wow.
Plus, it humanizes the people, including Tom, the action star, Tom Cruise, where in previous films in the franchise, he put no thought into doing stunts, and we're probably going to kill him because it's called Mission Impossible. In this one, you see him thinking, can I make this stunt? Or maybe I just might not live. In fact, he actually stops and thinks about things.
And then he crashes through a train and lives.
Yeah, of course. He did that stunt in real life.
Yeah, and I'm sure the glass
This
was
kinda
just like
made
the
this-
glass on a train.
That's right. This kind of made this a little bit more human. Also, with this film in the franchise, you don't have to have seen the other films in the franchise to know what's happening, unless you're Bryce.
I wish I
Although
didn't see
it
the other
does have some returning characters.
Just a couple.
Am I glad that they keep making this franchise and not just a new spy thriller with Tom, our action hero, in it? No. This could have been a standalone spy story and didn't really need the franchise. But was this a rewarding watch of an action film with the only action star on the planet, Tom Cruise?
No.
Absolutely. In fact, it was so rewarding, it was Mondo.
It was not.
It was absolutely. I loved every single thing about this movie except for a couple of small glitches. But my overall emotions after seeing this movie was I had a good time.
I hated it.
I loved everything about it.
It
Dutch
was
angles.
awful.
I liked the pancakes that they ate. There was so much Dutchness in this. It was so fantastic. Mer, what'd you think? I'm sure you saw this.
Ditto.
Oh, there you go.
There was a
See,
lot.
he hated it too.
No. I will never agree with you.
He also loves pancakes.
I love
What are you talking
pancakes.
about? You agree with him a lot of times.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
like to admit that you agree to
not as
him.
much as I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I'd seen this with you. In IMAX, because
Yes.
now it's going away, and now that movie you guys don't want to see is now taking over IMAX.
Oh,
I
what's
want.
that?
I want to see
I
it.
missed my chance to see it in IMAX.
Oh, I luckily did get to see this
I
in
didn't.
IMAX. I'm so happy I did.
I didn't care
For
where
the
I saw it.
car chase scene alone.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on in this. I like probably 90% of the film.
90? What was the 10 you didn't like?
I'll get to that.
Are you on Team Bryce on this one?
No,
Oh,
not even
okay.
close. No, like I love the returning characters, and you know, starts off with the submarine.
Who doesn't love a submarine?
submarine.
Who doesn't love Russian submarines?
Thought there was more of that, but no. The only thing, the one thing that's always bothered me about every movie that's ever had a Russian submarine
Yes.
is all the officers and the crew speak English.
Yes, but they explained that.
I don't know if they did.
They
but
did because they
at
started
least
out
in-
speaking Russian,
at least
and
in
they
Hun-
had subtitles.
At least in Hunt for Red October, Sean Connery and Sam Neill actually spoke Russian. They've been a bad accent, but they spoke Russian and it was translated.
Yeah, see, I prefer they didn't.
But in this one, it was all English.
Yeah,
anyway,
but that's what they did. They had the subtitles and they were speaking
At the
Russian,
beginning.
and then they slowly moved it. I thought that was the most
did-
brilliant transition
Did
into
they hit
us.
the universal translator like in Star Trek?
No, they just put us in the mind that we could speak Russian,
Anyway,
so it made it
that's-
easier.
That was a minor detail.
Is that part of the 10%?
Maybe.
Okay.
Part of the 10% is the entity. Oh my God, the fucking entity. I hate AI. I'm sick of computer technology crap, and I got tired of hearing about it.
I like the entity had its own sound.
That part made me rage. Like the plot. I mean, I was happier when they were chasing down guys who were after nuclear missiles and stuff. Something tangible. This AI that's like taking over the world.
But that's what's happening right now, Murray.
I've never been happy during a Mission Impossible movie.
Anyway,
That's
yes,
sad.
I wasn't crazy about that plot angle. And I'm sorry, the guy from La Bamba.
Yeah.
I don't care what else he's done in his life. He'll always be the guy from La Bamba. And I will never take him seriously, ever.
Aw.
So to cast him as a bad guy, like, whatever.
Did you like the movie La Bamba?
Yeah, I love La Bamba.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, anyway. So, I mean, I understand. Okay, spoiler alert. He was in the first one, apparently.
Yes.
Which I actually taped because they were actually all on back-to-back
Yeah.
one weekend. But that was 2 weeks ago. I haven't been near my TV in 2 weeks. So
I own them all,
I haven't
so
even
you
got
can
a chance
come to my
watch it.
house. We'll do
I
a-
will eventually
a
get to
weekend.
it once this week is over. But anyway.
Wow.
So, yeah, I wasn't crazy about him. And one other part, which made me seriously rage,
what?
was, spoiler alert, they killed off literally my favorite character of the entire series.
Yeah, but that was good.
And that whole fight was bullshit. There's no way it should have ended the way it did, because that character has come out on top so many other times against bigger opponents.
Yeah, but he is the biggest opponent.
No, he wasn't. Not even close.
That's what they were selling.
The guy in one of the other movies was twice the size.
Well, yeah.
Size doesn't matter,
Size
Murray.
doesn't matter.
Tell that to my wife's vagina.
Tell that to Bruce Lee.
That made me
Jim's wife's vagina.
That made me very angry. So yeah, I almost raged about just on that alone. But yeah.
So,
but yeah, no.
So that was the 10%?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Those three things.
What was the part of the 90%?
Most everything else.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Because he's an action star.
Yeah, the car chase was funny. And
the car chase was hilarious.
What's her name?
The car chase was awful.
It was, how could you not?
It was cringy.
Yeah. Miss Avenger, Peggy Carter there. She's like in the car chase scene, she's like apologizing for running into people. sorry. And
what I liked so much about it was that they didn't try to gloss it over to make her look. She's an instant car driver. They made her a terrible driver. She ran into everything. It was so funny.
And what's her name? The Mantis chick from Guardians. And like, she was seriously badass.
Oh yeah, she was badass.
It's like chasing them down in a Hummer that's like armored on like.
Yeah.
And they have a little tiny car.
The look on her face when she ran all over those motorcycles was priceless.
Yeah, no.
She had the crazy eyes.
She had the crazy eyes. How did you not like that, Bryce?
And yeah, I understand it had to be 2.5 hours long, but
did it?
The last
could have been 3 hours.
The last half hour, I seriously had to pee.
Oh.
And the problem with an action movie is you can't get up and leave.
No.
You missed stuff.
So you just pee.
If I had missed 10 minutes, I would have like missed stuff. So
just let
basically,
it
as soon
go,
as the credits
man.
rolled, I like ran.
As I've said many times before, it depends on what you're wearing.
It depends.
Murray.
I'm gonna have to start wearing those.
Yeah,
that's right. But no, absolutely, I loved it. It was a Mondo.
Can our listeners please donate some money to the Film Rage community so we can get Murray a pair of Depends?
Yes.
So you can see these 3 hour movies.
Just have us go to the movies that are longer. They're shorter than 2 hours. That's all I ask.
We can't help it. If Tom Cruise, the action star, makes a movie, we're gonna see it.
Anyway,
I
loved it. It was a Mondo.
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna
disappointing.
See it. Bryce,
we
did not get the name Film Love.
That's right.
We got the name Film Rage. So thank God you hated this movie.
So yeah, as soon as I have days off, I'm gonna go back and watch all the rest of them.
Yeah, well, you can come to my house.
I'm gonna have a Mission Impossible day.
Yeah, let's have a weekend.
That sounds awful.
Anyway,
There you go. I'm sure I'm not invited anyways, but I'm not showing up for that.
No, you're invited. You're absolutely invited, but I don't think you'll accept.
No, I won't.
But didn't you, Kate? Didn't you find, because you've seen them all too, right, Murray?
I didn't see the third one. I didn't like the third one.
I found this movie had a little bit more heart than most of the Mission Impossible
Well, it did,
films,
obviously, because
they showed Tom's fallibility in this, and they even showed like the care of the team.
Yeah,
like it really was a little bit more heartwarming. They were like family, but they didn't use the word family.
It's like Fast and the Furious.
It was not like Fast and the Furious. It was like
exactly
like Tom
Cruise
and his kids. That's what it was like.
That's right.
It was Tom and kids, not family.
Yeah,
and they never said family 72 times in a movie.
They were a cohesive unit.
That's right.
No, they said family.
Who trusted each other.
They were stronger than family.
I didn't hear the family. I heard friends. I didn't hear family.
Yeah.
They said family.
But only once.
Whatever. It's just...
And 2 hours and 40 minutes? Yeah, they might have said it once.
I consider you two my family. My chosen family.
It's basically a Fast and the Furious reboot.
It is not, because none of the people in Fast and the Furious do their own stunts.
Or acting.
I don't know why.
By the way,
why does anybody give a crap about who's doing the stunts?
Because
who gives a crap?
Because he's not doing CGI crap. He's doing real.
It's more realistic.
It makes it realistic.
But what does it matter if it's Tom Cruise or a stunt guy?
Because it's Tom Cruise. He's 60 years old, for God's sakes. He can get pancakes at Denny's for half price.
There you go.
And do his own stunts.
And do his own stunts in between.
And do his own stunts.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm unimpressed.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Tom Cruise is getting progressively more awful as the years roll on.
No, he has hits and misses, just like everybody. But he's still an action star.
He's had one good movie in like the last 20 years.
Yeah, all that 72
movie with,
Mission Impossible movies.
That movie where was he like a hitman or something? Jamie Foxx was in it. I like that movie.
That was a good Collateral.
Yeah. That Collateral.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah. That's his only good movie.
You didn't like Night and Day with him and Cameron Diaz?
No, I didn't.
He was also in Jack Reacher, which is
Jack Reacher's also
like John Wick.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
No.
Yeah, it's Tom Cruise. He's an action star.
That's right. He's an action star.
I don't like when he gets into planes, but everything else I'm okay with.
I like Collateral.
Yes, I know you don't like planes.
I don't like planes.
I like that he flies
the
planes.
Tom Cruise movies that I like, you can probably count on one hand.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You don't like Risky Business?
No.
Oh.
And
you didn't like All the Right Moves?
No.
And
no, nobody liked All the Right Moves.
Did you like Cocktail?
No.
Risky Business. Cocktail. Come on.
You know the only reason I saw Cocktail is I was actually going to Pee-wee's Big Top Pee-wee.
Oh, nice.
And we walked into the wrong theater, and it was so crowded that we just like, screw it, we'll just watch this.
And so you missed Big Top Pee-wee in cinemas?
I just went and saw it in the next showing. It was fine.
Good.
We went and got a bite to eat, came back, watched Big Top Pee-wee.
Quite
the double feature, Cocktail followed by Big Top Pee-wee.
Yeah.
So you got to see the kiss then.
That's some entertainment there.
But
the 20-minute kiss with Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice.
Whatever.
It's good stuff.
All right. Well, the other movie we got to see is called The Lesson.
The Lesson.
Good writers borrow and great writers steal.
I'm going to say that in my review too.
Cool. Are you going to say this though? Good tutors teach students very well. And great tutors smoke cigarettes, fuck their boss, become part of a murder mystery, and get to steal a novel for themselves.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
This story is a story about a highbrow snob douchebag played by Richard E. Grant, who is living in isolation with his grieving family after their oldest son dies. And they hire a tutor to help their youngest son get into Oxford. The levels of aristocracy, pompousness, snobbery, and downright rudeness portrayed by our grieving family, who can't talk about the father's writing or the death of their son, is paramount in the underlining base of the story. The acting is all superb, and the story is constructed very well. I had a bit of a roller coaster ride with the story as it unfolded, though, as I found a lot of it predictable at first, but then started feeling okay about the predictability. And then the end comes about, and again, my thoughts and emotions took me back the deep drop, like a roller coaster often does, followed by a loop-de-loop and some well-intentioned but ultimately still predictable story.
Yes.
The music became a bit one note as the film progressed as well. And finally, we are left with a pretty good, dramatic, highbrow mystery-like story worth seeing, but it never stole my heart. So although the great writers steal, this one did not steal a mondo, but merely wrote its way into a meh.
Wow. That was almost poetic.
Almost.
It
was just like the movie. It was almost mondo.
There you go. Did you see it, Murman?
Wait, back up the bus for a second. Was the first movie a mondo?
Of course it was.
All right, okay, good.
Oh,
that's why I said ditto.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I thought you were saying ditto to my rage, though.
Never. Only because you interrupted it.
Oh. I do that sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
Do that a lot.
Yeah, well.
I had no idea what this movie is.
All right.
Oh.
I just told you it was about.
Yeah, but I've had no days off in like 2
So
weeks.
after he described it, do you want to see it? No.
Okay.
I saw it.
Also?
I did.
Nice. Well, what did you think of it?
What did I think of The Lesson?
Yeah. Was it a lesson in learning?
Well, I'll tell you, Jim.
All right.
Did you learn a lot?
The Lesson builds its entire premise on the statement by J.M. Sinclair, played flawlessly by Richard E. Grant,
He did really well,
when
though.
he says, good writers borrow, great writers steal. This also foreshadows the ending a little too on the nose, but that can be forgiven as the actors involved in this are just so damn good.
They are so damn good.
Grant, as mentioned, is great. Julie Delpy as Helene Sinclair shines. And Daryl McCormack shows he has the chops to share the screen with Delpy and Grant. The pace starts very methodical. And the tension builds gradually throughout the film. It never gets to a fever pitch, but just smolders a little as we witness these fine actors do their thing. This really sounds like something I would traditionally love.
Yes!
But as mentioned, the twist ending is so overly foreshadowed that I had it figured out about 10 minutes in, and I would imagine that anyone would have it figured out by the 20-minute mark.
Yeah.
The other problem is that everything goes a little too smoothly as the movie approaches its climax. The series of events where a manuscript is stolen and a hard drive is wiped clean, and the fact that one of our main characters does not figure out what is going on well before it is revealed is a little hard to believe because, you know, he's supposed to be really smart. So even though I loved many of the scenes and the actors involved in them, the screenplay lets them down as well as the audience. That makes the lesson an extremely well acted but less than stellar written meh.
That's kind of what I said.
I love it's pretty much what you said.
Yeah. It was a bit of a roller coaster because
I thought I was gonna, like 10 minutes in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna really like this movie, but I'm like, but I know the ending already. I hope that that's not what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I hope not too.
And then it is.
And then the twists that they try and like the loop-de-loops are not really that loopy.
Nothing led me, you know, there were no red herrings where I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
I never saw that coming. I actually leaned over to my wife at about the 10-minute mark, and I'm like, this is exactly what's going to happen. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, that kind of makes sense. I'm like, yeah, because that's what's going to happen.
It makes a little too much sense. Yeah. It's a little too on the nose, as I mentioned. It's like
it had so much hope because even after we got to that point in the movie, to me, it was just like, I still was enjoying it. I thought they could pull up, and they did. They kind of went up this really big hill to the top of that roller coaster, and it was like, keep going. Don't come down. Just stay there. We can get off at the top and slide down.
I think the reason I really ended up enjoying it for the most part, but couldn't ultimately give it a mondo, because if you break it like scene by scene and just show me that scene, and I'd be go, wow, that was a good scene. And then the next, just show me a random other scene from the movie, I'd probably go, wow, that was a really good scene.
Yep.
But when you put them all together, it just paints too clear a picture too early on.
Yeah.
And there's nothing surprising, you know, which is fine if you're trying to make a certain type of movie. This movie's attempting to give you a bit of a twist, I think.
Yeah, it was wanting to actually.
And
funny
it was
thing,
little too clearly foreshadowed.
Yeah,
so.
my wife actually liked it better than me. She didn't see those twists coming, so for her it was good. Yeah. She enjoyed this a lot more than I did, and the interesting thing is I had a real problem with. I don't want to spoil too much of this, but there's a part at the end where they're both fighting, and you're gonna know what I'm thinking here. And then what happens after that fight?
Yeah,
it didn't feel right to me. Like, it just, the way that they set up, because
didn't quite fit.
Richard E. Grant's character in this, he's so narcissistic and pompous. Like, I mean, they even talk about the kid kills himself because of the dad. And,
like, his character's so well written, and then they kind of
it was kind of like, wait a minute, he does an about face, and he's now not a narcissist. No, he's still a narcissist. So that, I had some problems with that. That was when, you know, the roller coaster hit like below ground level, and it came just up a little bit. The ending I didn't hate. I thought the ending, I liked the way that they had showed the very end. They kind of saved themselves a little bit. It never would have got to a rage because, as you say,
there's just too much.
Acting,
there's too much good in it.
There's a lot of good in this. Yeah. There's a lot of, like you say, amazing.
And I tell
actors.
And it just reminded me. I mean, I've always loved Julie Delpy, and I would never forget that I love Julie Delpy, but I forgot how much I love Richard E. Grant.
Yeah,
he is just so good.
I think I fell in love with him in How to Get Ahead in Advertising. Just ever since he's been
just so good.
But at the same time, I fell in love with.
And
Tom
I tell
Cruise.
you, newcomer Daryl McCormack, he was good.
I want to see a lot more of him.
Yeah, absolutely,
for sure. And actually everybody, even in the Butler, and
they're all good.
Everybody, go. You know what? Maybe you'll all see this and won't see it the way that we did, but because we see 750 million movies a day, so we kind of have seen every
on a
plot.
Slow day.
Yeah, and that's, you know, the funny thing about it is the part of the story is that there's never been an original, like, which kind of made it funny. There's never been an original story written anymore because you're, again, stealing ideas. So
Yeah.
it kind of ended up like that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of true.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
There you go.
So
Double mass.
we had a delicious Rage sandwich with Mondo tasting bread,
Yes.
and then we had a meh. Right, Mur?
Sure. What? Which one are you looking for? Oh, right, because I didn't watch that one. Whatever.
It's unanimous.
On the ball.
It's unanimous. It's
To be
unanimous.
honest, I tuned you guys out like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Speaking
else
of
is new?
speaking of professional,
You tend to ramble on a little.
yeah, well, it's important stuff.
Sure.
People who are going to see the lesson want to know.
They want to learn a lesson.
But you know what they want more
From
than
Film
anything
Rage.
is what's coming up next, folks.
Yeah. I like submarine movies.
What's your favorite submarine movie?
Hunt for Red October.
Huh?
Guess what?
What's your favorite submarine movie?
Not that one.
I bet you mine's the same as yours. On count of three. 1, 2, 3. Das Boot.
Yeah, I guess Das Boot would be my favorite. I was just gonna say
Down Periscope.
I hated every.
Down Periscope.
I mean, honestly,
That's my second favorite.
I think I've hated every single submarine movie other than Das Boot. And to be honest, Das Boot was good.
It's
but
Mondo. What are you talking about?
It's a high man.
It's no way.
Yes.
No.
Submarine movies.
Dude, you have to
yeah.
remember when it came out. You got to
I
put
do
yourself
remember.
back into when it came out.
Yes.
There was never a submarine movie as good as that. And there
I
never
agree.
will be again.
And but that's a low bar because they all stink.
Oh, U571. I like that too.
I didn't like. No, U571 really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
No.
But they were underwater the whole
Is that,
time.
McConaughey or Harrison Ford?
I don't know. It was one
It
of
was
those.
terrible is what it was.
It was like
Just saying.
it was like CGI signs.
I don't like war films. I like submarine movies.
So you'd like to see a war movie with all they had was submarines?
Yeah, I have seen that.
Okay. Did you see Das Boot yet?
No.
Oh well, if you love submarine
It's
films.
not in English. You probably didn't see it.
Oh, they have a dubbed version, Murray.
Sure. Anyway, that's all I got.
Nice.
No time for anything else.
Submarines. I like the sandwich too.
Yeah,
It's good.
as long as it's made with vegan products.
There you go.
That takes all the fun out of it.
That's what I do.
That's
Sucks
you
the
do. You
fun out of
suck the fun out of everything that you do.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
So I don't think it's going to come as any surprise to anybody here. But my rage this week is 100% Chris Nolan. I hate you. I don't want to see Oppenheimer now because of how many fucking commercials I've seen of it. I've
Jim.
seen the entire movie and you're pissing me off. It's you. I'm giving you are one of the directors that prides themselves on control of your films, making sure they go into cinemas, and you have destroyed Oppenheimer for me. I already hate it. I'm going to go into this movie going, I despise it because I've seen the movie already 72 times. I literally saw, I think they put the trailer on 2 different trailers at the movie I went to see earlier this week. I'm like, really? We needed 2 trailers from Oppenheimer? Like, what's happening here? Yeah, I'm not mad at Oppenheimer anymore. It wasn't his fault when he made the bomb. It's fucking Chris Nolan. That's my rage.
Well, you should
Fuck off with
be
your
a little mad
trailers
at Oppenheimer.
and just show us one. Be more like Barbie.
Okay,
That competition next week
so
is going to be all Barbie all the time.
so you just raged on Christopher Nolan,
Yes.
who's undoubted.
Yeah, so the movie better be good.
I'm just saying
I'm saying I'm raging at him. I'm allowed to do that.
he's undoubted.
Yeah, so his movie might not be. I'm just saying I hate it already. I haven't seen it, so I can't give it a rage until next week. But be prepared, Chris Nolan. This may be the film that takes you off the undoubted list.
I think he's a slam dunk to be on the undoubted list.
He might be doubted after this movie.
No, you've built something up in your head, which I have no idea where it's coming from.
It's because I've seen the entire movie.
You have not seen the entire movie.
I've seen every shot, every angle, every single.
It's 4 hours long. You have not seen the whole movie.
Exactly.
Well, I've seen at least.
You've just seen the
I've seen at
part.
least 4 hours of trailer.
It is 16 and a half hours long. You've seen maybe 40 minutes
I've
of it.
seen maybe
Exactly.
4 hours of trailer.
No.
I've seen the abridged version, and I didn't like it. That's all I'm going to say. Christopher Nolan,
But it's a biopic.
get control of this, will you? Yeah, it's a biopic, so it's got so much not going for it. Has Nolan done a biopic before?
Jeremy Irons is in it.
I love Jeremy Irons.
I know. Who doesn't?
And Cillian Murphy's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I love him too.
So basically,
And Matt Damon, I love him too.
all the people
But Christopher Nolan, you've fucked this up.
So
Like, get
basically,
back to
all
doing
of the
trailers
actors
where I
who
don't
are
know
in
what's happening.
All of Christopher Nolan's movies are in this one, basically.
Yeah, his cast of characters.
Yeah.
His ensemble.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Which
that
is cool.
you have control of this, Chris Nolan. You used to be Chris to me. That's all I want to say. You're now just Christopher Nolan.
That's his name.
The undoubted.
The undoubted Christopher Nolan, who I now hate.
Even though he's undoubted.
That's my rage. So what? He makes good movies. He's still annoying with this
How is
stupid
he
Oppenheimer.
He didn't do the trailers.
He controls everything. Don't kid yourself. He has so much control over his
I don't
stuff.
think he's got control over what
If he
the
did,
studios
I would.
decide that.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
Studios.
If anyone
decide
else
that.
has been following Oppenheimer, go online and see if Christopher Nolan has apologized for the amount of fucking commercials and trailers he's done. I'm gonna do that afterwards. And if he apologizes, I'm still gonna be mad, but I won't hate him anymore. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
I think it's safe to say the drugs have worn off.
Yeah, you were so calm. And
That's right.
This is Christopher Nolan.
all right. I've touched upon this in the past, but we're going to go for it one more time because it's kind of gone to another level over the last week in a bit. My rage this week is Disney and Netflix and Paramount and all the other major studios that are trying to take the livelihood of actors away. And in doing so, they're taking the livelihood away from everyone working in the film and television industry.
Like me.
Remember, the actors' strike isn't about all the major stars that are making millions, although they are affected as well, but rather the actors with bit parts or who are extras that are really getting screwed to save a couple of bucks for the major studios. The actors are asking for their wages to reflect current economy, but many of them are now making less than they did 10 years ago. Plus the fact that these major studios think it's acceptable to own these actors' images. Basically, let's say an actor is an extra in a movie. Disney now thinks that it is fair, since their image is in a Disney movie, that Disney should now own that image and use it anytime they want with no compensation to said actor. So next time Disney needs, say, a scene with a crowd, they can digitally create a crowd with the likenesses of these actors from now until the end of time without giving them a penny. And in doing so, taking a lot of future work away from in the process. In what world is this acceptable business practice? This is total crap, and that's my rage.
Yeah, your rage is fantastic. We kind of get a little bit selfish with ourselves about how this could affect us next year with the amount of non-content that we have, but
Yep.
I would seriously go back and rewatch movies we haven't seen. Like maybe our whole next year is going to be going back and watching old content. Who knows?
Yep.
But I can 100% tell you that I think the A-list actors are behind the support on this now.
They're 100%
and
behind
so
it. So
I'm hoping
yeah.
that this creates that. But
Yeah.
how this could go on as long as it has?
Oh, it's insane. And
Is-
the fact that the studios are trying to play chicken in this
Because
whole
the
process
executives
is just
are
so
on
stupid.
summer holidays and they don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's
At some point, this
It's-
summer is going to come to end. They're going to have to deal. Otherwise, they're not going to get anything done.
Yeah,
There'll be nothing on
crazy.
TV or in movies or anywhere else.
Well, you know, that happened with the NHL strike a few years ago too. Remember, that lasted almost 2 years. So, like, if they don't get this shit together, like, it's not all about money, Disney or Netflix or all the ones you listed. Like, and I don't understand how they can all be this. Like, how
is it? Yeah, well, how
then
is
why
everybody how is everyone on board with?
Yeah,
this?
why doesn't one of those streaming services go, you know what, we're going to pay people?
Yeah.
And then everybody says, fine, that's the only films we're going to make. And then they just fuck over everybody. Wouldn't that be the best? It's like I don't know, Paramount or something comes out and says, you know what, we're going to pay everybody.
From now on, the only place making movies is Tubi.
That's right. Tubi's
It's a Tubi
Tubi's gonna pay. Tubi's gonna pay
Tubi's
stuff.
gonna have Tom Hanks and
Tom Cruise, the only action star.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna have. Everybody.
It's
all
Tubi production.
It's a Tubi, all the time.
Yes.
This rage is
As
fantastic.
long as they pay me, I don't care who.
Almost as good as fucking hating Christopher Nolan right now.
Oh,
That's all I'm
don't
gonna
hate
say.
Christopher Nolan.
Haters gonna hate.
That's right.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Oh man, you know what? I haven't seen an old movie for a while. Like being away in Alaska, getting self-service Wi-Fi was almost impossible.
Sorry, you were servicing yourself?
I was servicing myself on a regular basis.
Do they even have
Yeah.
TV up there?
I guess you would, because there's nothing else to
Speaking
do up there,
of my
right?
wife's vagina, sorry. It was just like, I can't believe. So I'm so excited what Murray's going to get us to watch today and who we're going to try and release from our kraken of mesmerizing actors. Unless Bryce did some work around the doubted.
I'm just going to go off on a little tangent here for a second.
Do it.
I haven't been able to do anything because I've got this 8-week-old puppy.
Who's
and
adorable, I might
He
add.
is adorable during the day.
Yeah.
I am running on maybe on a good night 3 hours sleep right now, and I got to apologize for last week. I was sitting there mispronouncing words on the podcast. I was calling George Michaels. You know, George Michael is in Wham. George Michaels is the guy that had the sports machine in the 80s. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get, they didn't have like ESPN or anything in the early 80s. They had George Michael's sports machine where if you were an out of market team, you could watch like all the highlights from all the sporting events around North America.
You know who George Michael is also?
What?
It's Michael Cera's character in that TV show he's in.
Arrested Development.
Yeah. His
Well,
name
there
is
you go.
George Michael.
There you go.
So there you go.
So there's so much
At
George
any rate,
Michael.
sorry, what were we talking about?
Plurally, when you said George Michaels, I think our listeners was probably thinking that you were talking about all of the George Michaels. So it's kind of good that you clarified it. It was just the singer from Wham.
Yeah, just the singer from Wham.
Okay, good. Yeah. Cool.
There you go.
I also saw Wham while I was on holidays.
That puppy is killing me,
There
man.
was a movie about Wham.
It's called Wham.
Yeah, it's called Wham.
Yeah.
It's on.
And it's
on
about
Netflix.
the band
See, I don't have
Wham.
Oh.
No streaming services.
Huh. Are you a Wham fan?
I didn't mind them.
Do you see? Is that what they're
Wake
called?
me up
Wham
before you
fams?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
mind going
I-
solo.
Wham,
I
bam, I am a man. Job or no job, you can't tell me that I'm not.
Yeah.
Do
That's their
you
best song, by the way.
enjoy what you do? If not, just stop. Don't stay there and rot.
Nice.
Okay.
I said, get on down. I said, get on down.
I can't believe.
Hey, everybody, take a look at me. I've got street credibility.
I
I
can't-
may not have a job, but I have a good time with the boys I meet down on the
I
line.
can't believe
say,
he
I
knows
don't
all the
need
words.
You, so you don't approve, so I asked you to. Hell, hey, jerk, you work. This boy's got better things to do. Ain't never gonna work, get down on the dirt. I choose to cruise. Gonna live my life as sharp as a knife. I found my groove and I just can't lose. A1 style from head to toe. Cool cat flash, gonna let you know. I'm a soul boy. I'm a dough boy. I take pleasure in leisure. I believe in joy.
What the?
There's no way that's a Wham song.
It's absolutely. It's their best song.
I've never
It's
heard
called
it.
Wham Rap.
It's called
I've
Wham.
never
It's
heard
called
it.
Wham Rap. Now you have to watch the movie, Murray.
I was going to say
Oh,
for
sorry.
the impromptu concert,
Yes.
You know what? I can't get enough George Michael this
we
week.
actually got a keyboard once, you know, like the electric keyboards.
Yep.
And there was actually a setting. You hit a button and it actually would play that song. We have before you go,
There
girl.
go. You do the jitterbug.
Yeah. You
Okay,
just,
now,
you hit the
Murray,
button and it
would you
actually
mute
play.
him now? I don't want him singing all of Wham's repertoire.
I'll join in with that one.
Careless whisper.
Anyway.
Yes.
All right, well, you know, that's enough about George Michaels.
Is his tangent finished?
His tangent is done for now.
Yes.
So who are we going to
Wonder
be?
why I zone you out.
Who are we going to be trying to punt from our unmesmerizing list?
Well, according to my list, Ellen Burstyn is still on here.
Yeah, she is. She almost got punted.
I don't know how she didn't get punted before.
Yeah, she
So I
probably
got
should.
one-
What?
I got
She's
one that's
awesome.
Probably going to take her off now, except I don't know if she's in the movie long enough.
Oh,
Because she's going against somebody you guys both absolutely love.
I
Well,
don't know
we
if I love
absolutely
her
love-
as much as Ellen Burstyn, but go ahead.
Viola Davis.
what?
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 Ellen Burstyn and Viola Davis?
This sounds like the
In a
best movie
called
ever made.
Custody.
Custody.
Oh.
2016 or something.
Really? I don't even.
They're both in it, but I don't think Ellen Burstyn is a star. It's like a series of vignettes or whatever. It's like more than
Is
one
it a
story.
movie?
Is it?
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Hayden Panettiere's in it.
Who? What?
You would
What's
know.
it called again?
Custody.
From 2000 what
I
team?
don't know, 16, something like that.
2016. Don't know, something like that. I'm writing that down.
Do that.
Don't know, something like
It has
that.
got Tony Shalhoub in it.
I like Tony Shalhoub.
Custody.
It is.
The lives of three women are unexpectedly changed when they cross paths at a New York family court.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did not know this even existed. I am on board every time I can see Ellen Burstyn or Viola Davis do anything. So
Yeah.
bring it on.
I could see either one of them just sit on the screen and take a dump, and I'd still be happy.
And I had no opinion.
Although that might be a little disgusting.
Maybe she
By the way, on that note, I won't spoil it.
On the pooping note, or on the-
somehow I hope Ellen Burstyn. Oh, maybe he's not on anymore.
Who's
I don't
that?
even know what's going on. Just ignore me.
All right.
Well, I've got about 5 movies that she's in.
Yeah, is Jared Leto still on?
No.
No, we
he's gone
punted
now?
him, and
Was
we
anybody
punted-
else in like the greatest movie ever made that I only wanted to watch once because it was so disturbing to me?
Well,
Requiem for a Dream.
oh,
Oh, I don't have it on here.
that's
Oh,
good.
really?
movie.
Was it ever on there?
I don't think so.
It should have been. Jared Leto and Ellen Burstyn are in it.
Well, but Jared Leto's gone, so
It doesn't matter now.
we don't
though,
have
yeah.
to watch it. But we get to watch Custody, and I think Viola Davis plays a judge. So
believe she
I
does.
am not putting any faith in poor Ellen Burstyn. We got
So
Viola Judge playing a judge.
All right,
So that
Ellen
means-
Burstyn can hang with anybody, Jim, but
yeah,
we'll see.
it's true. Although, no, I'm not going to remind you of where she almost got punted. Do you remember where she almost got punted?
I don't.
Wicker Man.
Oh, yeah, right.
Remember that?
I do remember.
And she
that.
was she not also in that movie that Murray loved that we hated, where they were old people in
Yes.
the movie?
With
She was
James
also
Caan.
in-
But she was the most mesmerizing
She was
in the movie.
that's true. She crushed James Conn.
I kind
Oh,
of like
man.
Jane Curtin in that one. But
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. All right, so we're going to be watching Custody with Viola Davis and
I'm
Ellen
excited.
Burstyn. Yeah, I'm kind of
I'm
excited
happy
too.
for you.
I
both.
got
I think
a-
I saw
I-
this in
I-
cinemas, but
really? I don't think I've ever seen it. I got a little Viola Davis, Ellen Burstyn boner right now.
mine's full on. I know you can't see it. Again,
I could look under the table.
it still would probably.
And once again, I'm happy to be 6 feet away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, he's got a 6 foot dong?
Hopefully not.
On a good day.
Or, oh, wow. That's cool.
Well, you'll notice that we do not have the sweet dulcet tones of Casey, the
Casey
nerdy
is lost
photographer.
in
Yeah, he tried to take over the show, so I fired his ass.
That's right. I quit the week before, and then Bryce had to fire Casey.
I didn't fire
But
him.
then, with me coming back, I've begged him to come back from Florida. Which why anybody would want to leave
there in the
Florida?
first
Like,
place.
isn't there
Why
like
would anybody want to go to Florida?
because they got Busch Gardens?
They got gators.
What's Busch Gardens?
Gators are cool.
Oh, Florida has Disney too,
Yeah, that's
There you
we're
go.
anti-Disney right
and
now.
the Sea
Remember?
World.
Yeah, so
SeaWorld,
why
I'm
would you
also
wanna-
anti-SeaWorld.
Yeah,
And
SeaWorld
he-
sucks.
and he-
But they got Busch Gardens. Did you not just hear what I
They also
said?
have a
Yeah,
Universal.
Busch Gardens doesn't do the rest of what we're talking
It's
about.
got roller coasters that are awesome. And beer.
Like
which is
every state in the States has roller coasters
not
that are
like
awesome.
Busch Gardens. The whole reason to go to Florida is for Busch Gardens. I'm sorry. Why anyone goes there other than that? Oh, and gators, because gators are cool.
Gators are deadly.
Swamps. Yeah, hello. That's what makes them cool. They can eat people.
I don't understand.
Anything that eats people
And
is
people
cool.
who live in Florida like to do stupid things.
Yeah, lots of stupid things.
Just look it up. Florida.
Yeah,
Florida man, Florida woman.
Florida.
Entertained for hours.
the place for gators
Yeah.
and Busch Gardens.
Gators
And
Busch
apparently
Gardens.
Casey.
Yeah.
There we go.
So,
Sorry, what were we talking about?
I feel so rejuvenated after feeling the weight come off me from a week in Alaska that I don't think anything you can deliver to me this week. I'm actually, I was going to go full on Casey, but I like to save Casey for the two of us.
Oh, you're coming back week 1,
And I'm going straight
and
to
you're
your
gonna pull
bag.
from my bag.
Yeah, I'm
Oh man,
I am so
You are-
chill.
you're in trouble. There's nothing in my bag that's not gonna make you freak out.
You know what? I'm totally good now. Like, yeah, sure. I mean, Martin Lawrence did, like, he took me down
He
farther
broke
than I ever thought I could
He
go.
broke you.
But I think no matter what I find in that bag, first off, there's no chance there's going to be a Martin Lawrence film in that bag because I'm pretty sure I've seen them all now.
You may have seen them all.
So I don't think there's another Martin Lawrence movie I haven't seen. So I'm almost positive that's not going to be there. And whatever else you have that you think, I mean, you gave me
Everything
the
in my
apple.
bag
You
is
literally gave me the apple.
I know.
That was like one. I almost made that to Mondo. So the fact that you gave me the apple, I think there's another apple in there, and I'm
You
gonna
know
get
what?
it.
I'm gonna say that the apple was a tactical error because for some reason I watched it too, and it is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, people need to see the apple.
It's so funny. All right, so let's pull from my bag then.
All right, I'll let you pull it because
You want me to pull?
yeah, I trust you.
All right.
Okay, wait a minute. Here's the bag. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right. What do you got?
Oh!
I'm sure it's fantastic.
All right, it is a movie by the name of College Road Trip.
College road trip. Is this like part of the, like with road tripping? I'm
National
thinking, is it
Lampoon?
kind of one of the National Lampoon type
National
things?
Lampoon.
No, it's actually a Disney movie.
What? Disney?
Yeah.
Did it play anywhere in cinemas?
It sure did, Jim.
What? Okay. Well.
It's from 2008.
Oh,
A mere-
2008
mere
was a good
15
year for
years.
Disney.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Wasn't there like a remake of an animated film that came out that year? Maybe.
I don't think they were doing that yet, Jim.
Oh, okay.
It's what they do now.
Oh.
There was no AI.
But
They
I'll tell you who was in it. Are you
Oh,
ready?
okay. Cool. I'm
I
excited about this.
actually just pulled this up on IMDb
Nice. All
because
right.
I actually forgot what this movie was. And
College road trip.
and now I remember. So, in this is Raven Simone.
That's so Raven.
You got it, Mister. Will
Queen-
Sasso.
I love Will Sasso. Like Will
Canada's
Sasso.
own?
Yeah. God, Will Sasso is like one of my favorite actors.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Donny Osmond's in it.
Oh my God.
He's got an
Do you
Osmond.
think Marie may make an appearance?
Maybe.
That in itself is worth.
Hey, it's not
why did I
credited,
not
but who knows?
Why did I not see this in cinemas? I love Donny Osmond.
Lonnie Ross is in it.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, the Brenda Song is in it.
What? Really? What?
Yes. And Lucas Gabriel's in it.
Wait, are you talking about the Lucas Gabriel
You know
from
the one.
like
Every high school musical.
musical?
That's the guy.
You think that's because it's Disney?
And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Jim,
What could I am already so far into excitement
I have
land.
saved the best for last.
What?
And Martin Lawrence is the star.
What?
He gets top billing, baby.
No! No!
Yeah.
No! I thought
Get ready for Martin Lawrence and Raven Simone in College Road Trip. Martin Lawrence is a proud papa taking his daughter to college on a road trip.
I think
That is gold, man.
It is.
That is comedy gold.
It's comedy gold.
And it's Disney.
I think I can do this. How did you find this?
I don't know. I put it in my bag like 2 years ago.
With all the rest of the Martin Lawrence
You
movies.
put it in there in 2009.
In anticipation that someday I would meet you and we would have a podcast, even though they didn't really exist at the time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sure it can't be as bad as the Black Knight. Nothing.
How could it be?
Nothing was as bad as
No,
that.
exactly. It's
And
gonna
it's
be.
got That's So Raven.
It's got That's So Raven. And
Yeah.
don't forget Brenda Song's in it.
Yeah. Oh, man. There's so much good in
The
this.
Brenda Song.
And I'll just bring me back to my moments where I got to see High School Musicals.
Yeah.
All three of them.
Yeah, you get to see what's his head, Lucas Gabriel.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. It'll be like seeing an old friend.
It is like that. And I'll be thinking of my friends from Shoot the Flick
There you go. So
who helped
win-
to deliver
win-win.
Lucas Gabriel too.
Or in this case, like win.
Yeah, it's so much winning. Winning!
You're gonna love it.
I'm already loving it. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family, who you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey, the nerdy photographer, for the voice of Rage O'Dare, who is also our god of rage. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always wanting to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, or send us an email to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 don't make us our rage. That's it for this week, and thank you for taking me back. Rage on.
Rage on.